So I'm going to show you how I've done this. So basically, here we are in 3D Studio Max, and as you can see, it's really simple. Basic boxes, and I've added a UV map on channel 1. Then I imported it into Unreal Engine. What I've done is basically applied one material on the whole thing, had a specular value here of whatever, 1.6, and I put exactly the same layer value here. So again, this was really quick and dirty, nothing fancy at all. The next thing is I added some lights in those little alcoves here, which I put a warm color, so to contrast with the blue color of the outside, which we can see here. So here I set up something called the light mass importance volume, which you can find in the volumes, and that sort of helps with the calculation of the light. And then there was this other one, which is called the post-process volume, which you can find here. And basically that's the cool thing, that's the cool bit. I'll show you what I've done in the post-process volume. The post-process volume, it's a little bit like, without it, you just get the raw render. So if you're familiar with our visualization and 3D rendering, you just get a pretty computer-y looking thing. And then when you have fun with this post-process volume, it's a little bit like you do post-production in Photoshop, and that's where the magic happens, really. So I'll show you the settings I used. I changed the temperature slightly here, so when you see, I think I lowered it, and then I didn't do anything here in the color grading. The film bit, I changed the tint, so I made it cooler, and then the shadows, I made it cooler as well, which means it's bluer. And then I increased this level on 1 here, tint shadow, and I decreased the saturation as well because it was a bit too much. And then I played with these contrast values, and here that you can see, increase the vignette, which gives us this lovely kind of Instagram Polaroid effect, which is quite cool. I really like that. The bloom, when you look at the exterior, it's really strong, so I decreased that a little bit. And so I just sort of kept going here, and I changed these exposure bit, but the main thing is that exposure bias to make it a little bit brighter, because it's quite a dark space, really. And there's min and max brightness. You can play around with those, but I point them to 0.1, 0.2. They were quite close together. Lens flare didn't touch that either. And the depth of field I played with quite a lot. That's it. So this is pretty much all I did to get this lovely result. And then the thing that I love about this is that basically you can create your own movies, and they take about 20 seconds. Compared to rendering for hours and hours and hours, that's fantastic. So here I just simply brought in 3 cameras, and then I created here a set, a director, and faded here with a black and white fade to black, and then change the exposure here. So I'll go through all this stuff in detail, but yeah, if you like it, let me know. You can download the file, so in the link below. So click on the link and you can download the file, and there you go. Have fun.